Peter, I appreciate the fact that you're apparently too busy right now. Peter, I understand that perhaps this hasn't provoked your interest. If you ever do review it and it provokes a further interest, would you make me your first phone call, please, and I'm gone. Now, just that simple statement may well provoke Peter to review it, because what's he now expecting? He's now expecting me to try to convince him to listen. When instead of that, I move on, he says, no kidding. Oh, okay. You know, people need to gain from you the same perception that I think they have from me. The perception is, guys, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it with or without you. I really am. I'm going to do it with or without you. I believe that every single record yet set in this industry is going to be broken by this company. And I'm going to do what I can to make sure that I get my little piece of that. And so just to understand with clarity, I'm going to do this. I want you to do it with me. I hope you do. I want you to, but if you don't, it's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. You know, when a person has that perception, and that perception can only come about by what? By your belief. And your belief, you'll learn, if you stick with me here, I'm going to teach you exactly what you've got to do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to cause your belief to get closer and closer to where mine is, maybe to get beyond it. But at the outset, until your belief is there, use some simple scripts, use some words. Peter, did you listen? No, I didn't. Third time, I'm gone. Peter, did you listen? Did you review? Hey, Peter, it's Randy. Did you get through the material? And his answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is, yeah, man, that was awesome. Did you listen? Peter, yes. My response is always the same. Peter, did you listen? He says, yes. Great. Did it make any sense to you? That's my script. Hey, Peter, it's Randy. Did you review the material? Yes. Great. Did it make any sense to you? Never, ever, ever, not until you die, will you hear no. You'll never hear no. It does make sense. You'll sometimes hear, did it make any sense to you? Yes. Where do we go from here? Did it make any sense? Yes. That was great. Yes. Where do we go from here? Perfect. That leads to the next step in the pattern of activities. The next step is to participate for you to host your first private business review, your first PBR. That is the next step. Now, what if Peter lives 150 miles away from you? Well, that's another issue. Then we use other methods. Remember that every step of the way, there is a center line. The center line is that we create a list of candidates. We create a script. We interact with that candidate with the sole purpose of placing the tool. We have a secondary script for the sole purpose of doing what? To identify that the tool was reviewed and to get to a primary presentation. Primary presentations can be private business reviews, they can be web meetings, they can be agile business briefings. There's a variety of ways. What is the center line? The center line is a private business review. And so now, Peter, did you review the material? Yes, I did. Did it make any sense to you? Yes, it did. It sounded great. Super, Peter. On Tuesday night at 7 p.m., I'm getting together a small little group of people, kind of starting my board of directors for the launch of this business, and I really want you to be a part of that. I plan on seeing you at my house at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. That's it. Peter said yes, he was interested. That's easy. That was easy, not hard. Peter, did you review the information? Yes, I did. Did it make any sense? Yes, but. Remember, you'll never hear no. It does make sense. Did it make any sense? Yes, but. Yes, but what? Yes, but my wife would kill me. Yes, but I've been involved in network marketing companies and failed. Yes, but I'm too busy. Yes, but I don't have any money. Yes, but my daughter's getting married next week. Peter, did it make any sense to you? Yes, but. My response to the yes, but is always the same, no matter what the yes, but was. Peter, did it make any sense to you? Yes, but. Peter, that is exactly why you need to be at my home Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, because there will be an individual there who can specifically and exactly respond to that question. And you know what? There's nobody in all of this community that would make a bigger impact in the launching of this business. That's why I thought to call you. So, Peter, I look forward to seeing you at 7 o'clock. That's it. Now, guys, that's a script, a series of scripts. Here's going to be the gut test. Here's going to be the litmus test for you. How many of you are actually going to go to my website and print those out? Those who do will then believe that you've covered the ground. Guys, my scripts will not work for you. Why? Now, if they become yours, they will. If they become yours, but as long as it's my script, it will not work for you. How does it become your script? It becomes your script if you take that material, and you can use my exact same words. If you'll now take out a pen and paper and write it 200 times. 200 times. It will feel like yours. Or you can take the context of my scripts, and you can say, but Randy, your personality is not the very same as mine. Fine, take the context and write your own. Here's what will happen. If you write your own, they will always be 10 times as long as mine. Always. I call Peter and I say, Peter, what are you doing today at 2 o'clock? Okay, Peter, I'm going to be there. I'm going to stick something in your hand. That really and truly, and honest to goodness, was a script. You call and you say, Peter, how are the wife? How are the kids? Are we going to play golf? Blah, 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 blah. You know, on it goes. I know. That's why I ask you to write it 200 times. If you're going to use your words, not mine, you write it 200 times. By the 10th time you write it out in longhand, you eliminated 75% of the words. And you're getting closer to what really needs to be said. And by the time you've written it 200 times, something magic happened between here, here, and here. And when you vocalize it, when you verbalize it, then it is your script, not mine. Now, the question is, how many of you are actually going to do that? How many of you are going to do it? I know the answer. I know the answer is less than 5%. You know, people say, well, Randy, it's only a tiny percentage of people who make a lot of money in network marketing. Absolutely right. It is only a tiny percentage of people who do what's required to become successful in this business. Now, can Agile be a positive financial experience for you by doing something far, far, far less than what I propose? It sure can. It absolutely can. But if you want to take the luck out of it, and if you want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want it to become an absolute, then get yourself on the center line. Well, set some objectives. Identify an initial candidate list. After you identify an initial candidate list, then you need to identify what will be the preliminary information devices. That preliminary information device may be a little bit different depending upon where the candidate is. It might even be different depending upon who the candidate is. And by the way, there's another more extensive training that I do that describes the strengths and the weaknesses of each one of these various information devices for each situation. And this new member orientation right now, I choose not to get into all of that because I want to keep this information tight and concise for you. For those who then choose to take this business to its fullest capacity for you, then you can get the various subsets, the various components. There's an entire training done on just the creation and maintenance of a candidate list. There's an entire training done on just the creation and maintenance of a series of events that lead to ultimately this, guys. What is my goal for you? This is not my goal for me. What is my goal for you? My goal for you is that as a result of engaging in a proven and predictable pattern of activities, that over a period of time, over a season, and what is a season? That's going to depend a little bit on what the skill set is that you had when you got here. But that over a period of time that we together can engage in a series of actions that ultimately result in what I've called the total transfer of the baton of knowledge and leadership. So you can become a very, very successful person in this business if you simply become a subset of my business. If, on the other hand, other people ultimately think of themselves as being a subset of your business, they no longer think of themselves as being a subset of my business, then you will have established a framework that can be built upon in a tremendous and amazing fashion. And so what I seek to do then is to totally and completely transfer this baton of knowledge and leadership. There's a certain set of activities, an A, then B, then C, then D, that allows that transfer of leadership, skills, and activities to occur. First thing we do is set goals and objectives. We create a candidate list. We identify preliminary information devices. We then create a script that leads us through each step of the process, which then gets us to the point of hosting our first PBR. As we come to the conclusion of this new member orientation, I am simply going to teach you how to effectively conduct your first PBR, or private business review. I'd like now to teach you the specifics of how to set up your first PBR.